There is a critical indicator flashing red right now that is telling me that XRP's big move could be any moment. In this video, I want to take a look at something that you absolutely need to be paying attention to that I believe tells me there is a massive amount of demand about to hit XRP. In this video, we're going to talk about that as well as another piece of massive thesis validation that shows that Ripple's strategy to go top down, starting with the big institutions to usher in mass adoption to retail, was in fact the right path. In this video, I want to talk about that, so make sure to stick around for this whole thing. Like always, your support means so much to this channel. Thank you to everyone who takes the time to like these videos and subscribe to the channel. These two simple things really do help me out so much. Also, if you ever need a place to buy some XRP, make sure to check out my favorite exchange uphold down in the description of this video. With that said, let's jump right into it, and I hope you guys enjoy the content. So to start this video off, I want to talk about something extremely important that I believe is going heavily under the radar right now, and that is to follow the money. And when I talk about that, I'm actually talking about something that you probably aren't expecting, and that's actually political donations by major cryptocurrency companies. We know that right now we are about to head into a brand new era of institutional adoption of cryptocurrencies. And that's because for the first time ever, we essentially are seeing the regulatory environment aligned to actually allow this industry to prosper in the United States. I wanted to share with you guys something fascinating here because in my opinion, this paves the door for Ripple to be one of the biggest winners. And that comes down to cryptocurrency donations to the inauguration. Now, what we know is Trump has already put a cryptocurrency czar in place. That person is David Sachs. Now, David Sachs has talked positively about the Ripple team already and specifically XRP. So he knows all about the things we have talked about on this channel. But one of the things that I think is going underappreciated is Ripple's donation to the Trump inauguration. The reason why this is such a big deal is because this raises eyebrows internally, and it's definitely going to allow Ripple to be in good graces with that team. Take a look at this. Recently, we got a better look at what those donations were, and Coinbase gave $1 million to the inauguration, Kraken gave $1 million, and Ripple gave $5 million in XRP. I don't think there is any better way to get the attention of the Trump team than to do something like this. Not only are they getting a massive amount of money, a record-setting amount of money from Ripple, but it is directly in XRP. This is the kind of things that is going to raise eyebrows internally and let them know that, hey, this company right here is someone who is on our side and likely going to be someone we need to make sure to pay extra attention to. I just wanted to bring that to your attention because in my opinion, there's no longer any question if Ripple and XRP are on the Trump team's radar. This has cemented them a very important place in the administration and likely going to open up a lot of doors for them later down the road. Just so you guys know, we're going into settlement talks right now, likely between the SEC and Ripple, or at least once we get a changeover in who's at the head of the SEC. I think that's taking place likely in the next 15-ish days. I don't remember the exact date, but we're close now. As soon as those negotiations start, guys, the crypto czar is going to be looking at Ripple and XRP as someone, hey, well, we can likely get them out of this case considering all the things they have done to support us. It's looking really, really good, and I don't think people are really prepared for this case to be over and what's going to happen to the price of XRP. The last time we thought the case was over or XRP was deemed not a security and the market just started to get wind that, hey, maybe this case is going to go in Ripple's favor, the price absolutely skyrocketed. Just wait until this case is actually over. I don't think people are ready for what we're about to see. I want to move on, though, and talk about a massive validation to our thesis that not a lot of people have really picked up on, and that's the top-down approach. When Ripple first got involved in crypto, they took a much different approach than the rest of the industry. Rather than going to the retail participants and trying to get these retail participants to adopt cryptocurrency, Ripple said, that doesn't really make any sense. Cryptocurrencies, while a fascinating technology that us as enthusiasts like to play around with, it's not really the purpose of what cryptocurrency is. Cryptocurrencies are really back-end solutions. They upgrade the current financial infrastructure. And the common person is never going to be able to interact with these protocols. The common person just wants to use an application that's familiar to them and get the benefits of cryptocurrency technology. faster transactions, cheaper, new products, more democratized access to this investment class, and likely brand new things that they were never able to do before with their money. But it doesn't mean that they want to open up a wallet and deal with typing in a 14-string transaction key that their money gets deleted if they type in a number wrong, right? That doesn't make any sense, and it's not mass adoption. I want you to listen to what David Schwartz has said about Ripple's top-down approach, because a lot of people have said, oh, this strategy is not good, they should be going directly to retail. But I think David Schwartz is going to clear some things up here. And I think this updated view that the Ripple team has been right, and that still continues to be what he believes is going to usher in mass adoption, is massive validation that Ripple is on the right track.
I think the challenge there is I don't think I realized how critical good on-ramps and off-ramps would be to making that work. The technology can't hand money to somebody who needs to have cash. I think the vision now is similar to what drove the adoption of the internet, similar to what drove the adoption of like the international movements of goods. Enterprise adoption that paves the way for retail adoption is, I think, what looks like what's going to happen, at least based on, the past 2 years. So I think the new 10-year vision is enterprise products like stablecoins, like real-world asset tokenization, like, commercial lending and real estate lending, but that enable DeFi ecosystems that have things like ways to get yield, ways to manage your money, ways to hold the assets that you want to hold.
So what David Schwartz is saying here is what I've always thought the vision for what cryptocurrencies are going to be. It's not reintroducing a brand new way that humans interact with these financial products. Most people don't want to do that. They don't want to move their Charles Schwab account to somewhere else. They don't want to be dealing with a brand new way of managing stocks or getting loans or doing anything like that. They just want better products, and they want to get access to these better products, likely through the institutions they're already using. What David Schwartz is saying right here is it doesn't make sense to go to all these users and try to teach them how to use blockchain technology. Most people just don't care or don't actually have the capability to fully understand this stuff. What David Schwartz is saying is it makes a lot more sense to work with these large institutions that already have all the value and already have all the customers, have them adopt blockchain technology, and then pass the products on to their end users. In my eyes, this is mass adoption. Giving people the platforms and interfaces they're comfortable with, but upgrading the underlying infrastructure. This has always been Ripple's strategy. And for a long time, most of the people in crypto didn't understand this because they said, wait, I don't have a Ripple product. I don't have something that I'm directly using XRP for. Therefore, nothing is happening in this ecosystem. But Ripple took a much different approach. They said, hey, wait, let's go to the people with all the customers. Let's go to the people with all the assets and let's figure out what they need to get involved in crypto. Ripple has been having those discussions for the past 5 years and already have a deep knowledge of what these institutions need and already have deep relationships to keep working with them to build out these products. In my opinion, this is the holy grail. And what David Schwartz said right here is this is exactly what he still thinks is the winning strategy. This is what he thinks wins when it comes to mass adoption. Stop trying to go to these people and get them to adopt blockchain technology. Instead, incorporate the blockchain technology into the things they're already doing so that they become users without even knowing it. This has always been the strategy that I thought was going to win. I've mentioned it so many times on this channel. But to get that confirmation from David Schwartz that he still thinks this is the winning path, and now he's actually more convinced than ever that this is the strategy, guys, it's a great sign to show that we are absolutely on the right path. I want to finish this video off though and quickly talk about the XRP price chart and something happening right now that we absolutely need to be paying attention to, because I believe XRP is telling us that next big move is a lot closer than many people truly understand. First, I want to take a look at the XRP to Bitcoin price chart. What you're seeing is right now XRP is consolidating on a very important region. Essentially, this is the region that XRP needs to stay above to continue to pump against Bitcoin. The chart looks phenomenal right now. It pumped massively, getting back to this long-term support and is now staying above it. What I want to do here is actually zoom in and take a closer look at what's actually happening. Because right now, XRP is respecting this line perfectly and putting together an extremely powerful consolidation pattern. We have talked about this a lot on the channel, but just take a look at it for yourself. This is a perfect example of a symmetrical triangle that is consolidated and ready to break out. I never even noticed this. It kind of went under the radar for a while, but this thing is forming and looks extremely strong. I think that this is absolutely ready for another big rip, making XRP put in more substantial gains against Bitcoin, catching up to the rest of the market. Now, I don't think this is any kind of last pump or this is the last big move, but in my opinion, this shows that things are absolutely ready to go and the market is coiled up and ready for that big move. Now, the other question is like, are we seeing the volume? Are we seeing the demand to actually make this happen? Because we need buyers, right? We need people coming in. We need people actually putting liquidity into the market. We'll take a look at this because this is going to solve the other half of that equation. We actually just got a report that on the largest exchange in the entire world in December, XRP was the most traded coin. This is the volume we have been waiting for. Volume always comes before price. Buyers are coming in troves because they see the things that we've been talking about for the last 4 years. Institutional adoption is coming. Ripple is in the best place in the United States. They have won the Ripple SEC case. XRP is not a security. Ripple is now working very closely with the Trump team, building institutional products made for real-world adoption, and we now have all of those headwinds that were stopping us turning into tailwinds. In my opinion, the tech behind the XRP ledger speaks for itself. At this point, it's all about getting that mass adoption. The regulators were slowing that down for a very long time. It seems to me the paradigm has finally shifted. And the first time ever, we are going to be in an era where these institutions are able to adopt these technologies and actually onboard their retail customers, making the masses users of blockchain technology. This is just the start. We're still in the first inning. But what I believe is for the first time ever, we are seeing a clear path to XRP mass adoption in the United States. And when this starts to take place, there's not going to be any turning back. The network effects are going to be too deep. The liquidity is going to be too large. Pretty much, XRP will cement itself in the space of an institutionally compliant blockchain made to transform the financial system. Guys, thank you so much for coming. I hope you enjoyed this update. And for now, Mickle out.